Hi Cancer, this is your forecast for the month of May 2017. This is a general reading for Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, or Cancer Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. You can watch your reading in 3 different ways: the full extended monthly, or for just the energy influence, watch the brief. Or if you prefer, watch the weekly for the upcoming week. Weeklies also make it easy for you to review information you may have forgotten in the full reading. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, and I invite you to follow me on Facebook, Google+, and Instagram. Please also check out my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/on-demand/finding-love for monthly love readings. Now, the second week, you have this need to take a break, to step back from a situation. And if last week, you had the means and the inclination to, spend money, to go on a retreat, take a vacation, this could be the week where you're actually doing that. So you could be taking a vacation. You could be taking a time out. For some of you, this is just a slow period, maybe a slow period with regard to your investments or something that you're involved in financially. For some of you, this is a welcome break. You're regrouping, you're trying to relieve yourself from the stress that you've been under. You're enjoying your solitude, your time alone. Maybe you're doing some inner thinking. You're contemplating. This is the quiet before the storm for you. You're doing some preparation. But for others of you, you are simply trying to recuperate. There's an illness that you're trying to recover from, or you're in contact with someone who's been ill. So maybe you're dealing with doctor visits, somebody in the hospital, again, trying to recover from some kind of illness. In the negative, this could be isolation or loneliness, maybe something unpleasant about your surroundings. There's been some indiscretion, and again, that issue of gossip coming up. This may be time for you to take some action, to renew some action. Whatever it is, you're trying to decide what you should do next. And it's possible that something happens this week that gives you that jump start. You feel a sense of, rejuvenation. Or, on the other hand, something could be jeopardizing your sense of security and, weighing your motivation. Whatever it is, you're at the end of something and there's not a lot going on right now. This is a lull for you. And so you could move in one of 2 directions. Maybe you're going to take a situation into your own hands and go to the extreme by trying to push a situation because it's difficult for you to play that waiting game. Or you're just going to do too little. You're waiting for something, there's a problem, an issue, something at hand that you're not confronting, you're not dealing with, and you're simply wishing it away. And that's not going to happen. Now, you may have just reached a peak, and so now there's time for a break. And you may feel good about that break. You're holding on to the status quo. You're taking things in. You're not jumping to any conclusions. You're just seeing how things go. You're not going to think the worst of a situation just because you've hit this lull period. And it could be that you don't have a lot of options right now. There are not a lot of choices. For some of you, you're not communicating. You actually want to be alone and you don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want any activity. You want to withdraw. But for others of you, again, there are just too many loose threads, that are not being attended to. Things are hanging in limbo for you. And you think you're going to save something, you think you're going to bring something back to life, but you're just not dealing with the truth of a situation. Now, for some of you, if you last week were dealing with accusations, gossip, backbiting, rumors, secrets coming out that shouldn't have been, you may want somebody to apologize to you, give you an explanation about what happened. And you see how he's, at rest, he's got his hands, almost like they're crossed. Like, let me hear what you have to say about what's happened. I want to know, why that took place. On the other hand, if you were the one creating those negative events, you're likely to want to take a break, to just be at peace. Let's not talk about that. Let's just quietly pretend that didn't happen. This is a week for you to take a break if you need to, do some thinking about your next move, but don't ignore things that need to be addressed, because if you do, you're going to experience a pileup, and it's going to be one problem after another, and one thing that you didn't attend to is going to jeopardize something else. Now, you're probably doing some thinking about how you're going to make something happen, how you're going to manifest something, how you're going to bring this idea that you have into life, or how you're going to influence someone or attract something into your life that you want. For others of you, again, you're being a sitting duck. You're not moving in the way that you should, and because you're operating under an illusion, and you need to take a step to make something happen.